So the chickens that we hatched almost 4 weeks ago have just about outgrown their brooders. We have to get them out of the house. They need to go outside. They're not fully feathered yet, but the temperatures here are going to be fine for them. It's actually still the middle of August, and we believe that they're going to be fine. So we're getting to work on a portable chicken tractor that is also going to allow laying hens some nesting boxes in the future. We do plan on making a chickshaw rendition for the laying hens in the future. This is just going to get them outside on grass right now and out of the house because they're getting big, they're getting crowded, and they're a little stinky. Now, something we're doing a little different and deviating from the Justin Rhodes design is we don't have 2x4 cedar available anywhere local. And if you were to find it, it's probably going to be super expensive. So we're going to use the materials that we have available, which is just number 2 white pine. But we're going to burn it in order to preserve it. And hopefully it holds up. I think it'll be just fine for some chickens. I just hope that works and it doesn't set this whole thing on fire, and then it's no good anyways. Here we are 2.5 days later. We finally finished this chicken tractor. We used the plans loosely from Justin Rhodes Homestead Builds book that we had purchased probably about 2 years ago as an ebook. And I say we went loosely off of it because there was a couple of changes that you've already seen. But I just want to take you through the completed project so that you can see how we did it, and maybe this gives you some ideas on how you could do it without following the directions to a T. So one of the big changes that we had to make was we had to add some L brackets, some corner brackets to this wood, and you can see like I had to come in at different angles with the screws because it's a really small place. I should have gotten a little bit larger L brackets, but I wasn't driving back out. The reason why this was necessary was because after we fixed a hardware cloth onto the lid here, it actually started to pull this 2x2 and wanted to twist it, so it wasn't going to lay flat, and I was only able to recoup a little bit of that by putting these brackets on. Hindsight going forward, this portion of the build, Justin's book actually has the mesh going the other way from here to here because you're doing 2 pieces of it. We went from front to back, so that's probably why it pulled the way that it did on these 2x2s. Not a big deal, nothing's going to get in, it's just not going to lay as flush right. The next big change that we made was instead of doing the PVC corrugated roofing, we actually got a couple of tarps from Harbor Freight. This is 2 5x7 tarps that I piecemealed together in order to make a canopy for these chickens. And I left a little bit of a lip so there's an overlay, but it still allows you to open the lid up with and hopefully keep as much moisture out as possible. It keeps it pretty dry. We had a little rain last night and it seemed like everything was really dry this morning. The chickens didn't seem stressed out or anything. I actually left a little bit of a lip here at the bottom too, so that as you drag it along, you have something across the ground there. I don't know if that's going to prevent anything, but it'll be fine. In the Homestead Builds project, this part right here is for nesting boxes. But we covered this with 1/4 or 1/2 inch hardware mesh because we're not going to be using this for layers at this time. And then I covered the whole back of it again with the portions of that tarp. So that was another big change to ours because we're just using this as a temporary space for chickens in that in-between age of 5 to 8 or 10 weeks old. Once we know what we have as far as roosters and hens go, some of these guys are getting moved out anyways and going into the chickshaw. Today was the final piece of this project. We put the steel cable on for the handle. We found some old water hose laying around and it was actually already pre-cut, so that worked out real nicely. Now we're going to be able to transport this thing real easy. In the builds book, it actually shows you having it on both sides. I didn't think that was necessary for our situation, so we just did it on one side. So when you come inside here, again, part of the build that we had to change was there's no nesting boxes right here. These guys loved it as a perch, so we're just going to leave it like that. But we do have the ability in the future to add those nesting crates in if we wanted to, and it's just going to be a simple cutout and adding a back door to that. But as you can see, they're pretty happy. They're using the perches. That was the first thing that they jumped on, and never having a perch in their brooders, it was kind of surprising to see. Everything works as it should. Easy to get into. It's a smaller version of the polypaste design, but this is perfect for a homesteader. Right now we have 21 chickens in there. As they grow, this is not recommended for 21 chickens. At the most, you're talking about 16 laying hens, just as a temporary shelter so that they can get out, forage, and then have a place that they're safely and securely in at night. Our broilers, once we get those this fall, and this is going to be a perfect container for about 16, maybe 20 chickens that we're going to be able to move around for 8 weeks and then harvest them. We could also use this as the bachelor pad for roosters until they go to freezer camp, because the plan is to only keep one, maybe 2 roosters as we introduce a second flock, but it's recommended 1 rooster per 10 hens, so we don't believe that we have 20 hens and 1 rooster. We believe that obviously there's more than 1 rooster going on here. But as you can see, they're happy, they're loving it. We're going to do some modifications to the water. We're going to put automatic water in here so that we don't have to come out every day and fill the water up. We're still in the middle of August, so it's really hot. Today they're calling for triple-digit temperatures. But as you can see, these guys aren't stressed out. How happy are you with the project and how it turned out?
I'm very happy. I think it has a unique look to it. It's kind of rustic with the burning the wood. I can't remember the technique name that they use for it. Was it something or other? The shusha. But I'm happy because they're happy, and if they're happy, mommy's happy. So I think it turned out really good for our first time.